What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. It's a little later in the day. So oftentimes I notice that my goofy ways prevent me from staying serious. That for the past 2 days, serious has come natural, and I found myself longing for good laughter, just to break the silence. Yet with part of me holding back in the quiet because I'm getting tired of trying. It's like at times I feel inadequate and insufficient. Full of pride or lacking interest, this perfectionist personality has got me fighting to stay lifted, and I can understand the faults of others, but I have trouble pouring grace on my own because I know better, yet I fail to stay in that zone, and it leaves me frustrated and distant, crowded with many things, but with my heart far from it because all of me just wants to fix it, so my focus is shifted, and I can't find my realignment. And every time someone texts me how you doing, I never want to reply, and I'd rather have a verbal conversation. And I know God be with me, but sometimes you just need someone with some skin on for confirmation. Yet I don't initiate these talks because I know better. So I really rather hide away in the cabin with no people and no distractions so I don't mess up or cause afflictions on another. That way, it's not my doing that missed the winning basket at the sound of the buzzer. But no, I won't even find peace in that. This perfectionist personality ain't what I asked to have, but that's how God played it, and in my moments at his feet, he looks down and says to me, my child, I created you wonderfully, despite the way you're feeling. Look at me before your faults. Look into my heart, look at me until you find yourself on the other side of these bars. Look at me. I didn't create you to live on MIA Mountain, but my ministry is action, yet I am not pleased with you beating yourself into the trenches as if my grace won't serve you sufficient. The grace that I give to you, you don't hesitate to give until your name matches that of the recipient. But why is this? Listen, it is important to give yourself grace when you don't meet your expectations. Trust me to have my way despite your frustrations. If I can look past your messes, why can't you? I am everything that ever was, and you're just you. Humans mess up, but that's part of your sin nature, and that's why I sent my son, your Jesus, to encourage you greater. It's okay. Well, it's not okay, but it will be because you have me. And for as long as you seek me, you will have peace. I'll give you everything to endure, even the wisdom to be sure, and as far as missing those baskets goes, I am the only one who scores. Let me tell you something. God's power, God is the greatest in your weakness, okay? When you recognize your faults and all that weak stuff about you, that's when God is going to show up and look like way bigger than what he actually is, even though he's already the biggest thing ever. But you just going to see him as I'm like a pebble, he like a planet. But yeah, so I don't know, people other than me have probably found themselves in a situation where you kind of mess up or you do something bad or fall a little bit or, even make a mistake on an exam, whatever the case may be, something that shows a flaw in you, and you find trouble forgiving yourself or showing yourself grace in the situations. I gotta forgive myself, cool, I gotta show myself grace, but we have trouble doing that for ourselves. It's it can be so easy for some of us, some of us still working, God, the Lord is still working at your heart, and I'm praying for you, but it can be so easy for some of us to shower grace on another person in their faults and shower grace or forgive someone else in a time that they mess up, on a time that they make a mistake, or encourage somebody else out of it. But when it comes to us and ourselves, we're young, I know better. I don't got no grace for me. Nah, man, this is too much because I know what I know. We just all stuck up. That's pride. We got to get rid of that too. But it's kind of like saying, so it's Jesus gave us all this grace. Cool, we have grace. We're giving it to people. And whenever we forget to give it to ourselves, and then we don't want to give it to ourselves. So it's we're kind of it's kind of a expression, or it reflects, oh God, your grace is good enough for everybody else, but it ain't good enough for me right now because I messed up. And you don't know how badly I messed up, but I know I messed up, so I can't use your grace for me. And it's it's like a slap in the face. Is God not like God? Is he not God? Who are you? I'm gonna just let you play the point back and figure it all out. But just be encouraged. Know that God's grace is sufficient for you, and He works better in our weaknesses. You can boast in His strength. You can boast in His forgiveness. You can boast in His grace because you have it. Make sure you're using it for yourself and everybody else, all the ways around, circular. Everybody needs a piece of the puzzle. Okay. Happy Tuesday. Y'all have a good one.